Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is the DFS Riddler coming back at you live with another MLB video. Here to answer all of your questions and solve all of your riddles for this Wednesday, May the 8th slate. Before we get started, guys, if you are new to the channel and you do enjoy my picks and my videos, please take a moment to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future MLB content that I'll be putting out this season. Last night's picks were absolutely on fire. Had Justin Turner, who I highlighted in the video last night. He was in my cash line. He got 51 fucking DraftKings points, guys. Absolutely, that, I think that's the highest scoring MLB player that I've ever had. 51 DraftKings points. He had 3 home runs. So he finished with 137 on the cash line. Absolutely crushed it. On a streak now, so if you haven't been paying attention to the picks, if you haven't been following the videos, you've been missing out, guys. So hit that subscribe button and keep following along, because the picks are always going to be absolutely on fire all season long. Speaking of subscribing, I am doing a $20 cash giveaway once I reach 100 subscribers, guys. That's my goal. So keep on showing all your love and support. Tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your fucking brother and your sister, and your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Tell everybody, there's a $20 cash giveaway, and all you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just a little bit of appreciation from me to you, for you showing your appreciation to me and subscribing to my channel, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, please subscribe. But yeah, before we go on to today's picks, I'll go over Draft Dashboard real quick, guys. Draft Dashboard is one of the reasons I've been killing it lately. I get mostly all the information that I need for MLB from this app right here. It has the best lineup optimizer you can find out there on the market. Best fantasy tool in general that you can find out there. Start off with the MLB cheat sheet. This right here is where I start building my core lineup every single day, guys. Gotta check this out. You got your locks, the best plays of the slate, your top pitchers, they're in the best spots to make value. You've got your stud bats over $4,000, your mid-range bats from 3.5 to 4K, your value bats under 3.5K. And the best part about the MLB cheat sheet, guys, is the home run hitters list. This list right here gives you all the guys on the slate for the day that have the best upside and the best possibility to get a fucking home run. When you're trying to take down a big-ass GPP, guys, you're going to need a shitload of home runs. That's just the fact of the matter. So this list right here is a great place to start. Get you those guys in your lineup that are going to have that high upside for those home runs. Moving on to the position optimizer. Really love this tool, guys. It breaks down every position on the slate, every player by position. You got individual player statistics, batter versus pitcher, pitcher versus batter, draft dashboard rankings telling you how good the player is, how good of a spot that they are in for that day. You've got how each player has fared versus that last team, the team that they're facing in the last 5 games. Also, the last 5 games that they played in general, it'll tell you how they scored on that. So this is a really helpful tool when you're building your lineup, guys. Gives you a lot of great information about the players. You can also select players from the position optimizer, put them into your player pool. Then you head over to the lineup optimizer. This tool right here will take the players that you have in your position, or in your player pool, that you added in your position optimizer, and it will build a fucking stellar lineup for you guys. Not kidding about that at all. This lineup optimizer has won me a shitload of money. Once you do build a lineup, it does give you the opportunity to change players and upgrade players to a higher draft dashboard ranking as need be. Optimize your lineups the best that you possibly can. It also has a mass lineup generator, guys. Something that I've been using a lot lately. If you're one of those guys that likes to build like 20 entry max or 150 entry max, then this is for you. You can do anywhere from like 20 lineups up all the way up to 100, guys. And it's all based on the player pool that you've selected. So you're going to have all really, really good players in there. And like I was saying, this lineup optimizer has won me a shitload of money just off of random lineups that it spits out based on the player pool that I've selected. Next up is going to be the sleepers and studs, guys. On the sleepers and studs, you're going to get a list of all the players that are $4,000 or less that actually have a good upside to get a fucking hit, help you make value, and not actually get you a zero. A lot of players under $4,000 have that, high probability to get a zero. That's why they're priced low. But this list right here will help you get those value players in your lineups, like I said, that will get you points. Very important tool when you're trying to get your stud bats fit in your lineups. All the players that are going to cost you over $5,000 or more, you're going to have value in there, guys, in order to fit those players in there. So this list right here is a great place to start for that. But yeah, guys, that is Draft Dashboard. If you haven't tried it yet, you are fucking missing out. And it is only $1 for 30 days, guys, if you want to try it. If you do want to try it, all you got to do is click the link that's in the description of my YouTube channel. It will take you to where you need to go to give Draft Dashboard a shot. And like I said, guys, only $1 for 30 days. If you're already spending $1 on fantasy, then you have $1 to try Draft Dashboard out. And if you're not using it, you are missing out. It will make your lineups that much better, guys. So definitely give it a shot. All right, moving on to the picks that I have for today. Go right into it. First up, I like Chris Sale. Most expensive pitcher on the slate for the day. 10,400. You got one other pitcher on this main slate, Clayton Kershaw. He's 10,200. I like his spot also, but I like Chris Sale a little bit better. He had a rough start to the year. Has a high ERA right now, but he got his velocity back, guys. He's pitching lights out. Last game he put up a 34, and he's going up against a Baltimore offense today that does have a little bit of power, but they also fucking strike out a ton. If you look at his last 5 games versus Baltimore, he's got a 16, a 39, a 29, a 23, and a 46, guys. So he does have that 46-point upside. Coming off of a 34-point game, I don't see why he doesn't put up 30-plus points here today against the Orioles. He's going to get you, I'm going to call it out. The over is going to be 10 strikeouts. He's going to get more than 10 strikeouts tomorrow, guys. So Chris Sale, definitely somebody that you don't want to sleep on. He's going to fucking crush it. Next up for my SP2 to pair with Chris Sale, I do like Kyle Hendricks. He is going to cost you $8,400, which is a little bit pricey for Kyle Hendricks. But like I've said in all my other videos, and I'll say it again, you got to pick on the fucking Miami Marlins. They've been hitting a little bit better lately, but they're still striking out a fucking ton. We got 20 points off of our pitcher that we paired up against them last time. I think it was Cole Hamels. Kyle Hendricks is a right-handed pitcher. Gives up a 673 OPS to righty batters. There's 6 righties in the Miami Marlins lineup, guys. Weighted OPS of 695. He has a 97 draft dashboard ranking. He got a 33, a -3, a 39, a 7, and a 4 in his last 5 games. So he is like up and down on that fucking roller coaster. But I don't think he's going on the downhill slope here today, guys. I think it's going to be another one of his 30-point plus high upside games. I think his floor is going to be somewhere around 20. So I can deal with that high of upside against this Miami Marlins team that just fucking strikes out a ton, guys. So definitely get some Kyle Hendricks in your lineups. He's going to kill it tomorrow as well. Moving on to the bats that we got for today, guys. Can't ignore Coors Field at all. You definitely want to get exposure to this game. There will be lots of runs scored, just as there was last night. For a cheap Rocky batter that I like to get exposure to in this game, I like Ian Desmond. Ian Desmond is only $4,000. He is projected to bat in the 6th in the lineup, but he's going up against Derek Holland. That's who the Giants are having pitch tomorrow. And Derek Holland gives up really high OPS of 874 to righty batters. So all the righties in Colorado Rockies obviously are in a great spot. I like Nolan Arenado. I like Trevor Story. They should crush it tomorrow. But those guys are going to cost you a lot of fucking money. And if we're paying up for Chris Sale, we really can't afford those bats. So I'm just showing you a way that you can pay up for a pitcher and like Chris Sale, and you can still fit some exposure into this Rockies game, into this high scoring game here. Against Holland, Ian Desmond is 4 for 11, 364 batting average, 1 single, 1 double, and 2 home runs, guys. So he sees him really, really well. He's got a plus 57% advantage, and I love this spot tomorrow at $4,000 for Ian Desmond. He's got a 0.6, 0.7, and a 16 in his last 5 games. I know he had a pretty decent score in last night's game. Draft Dashboard isn't showing it just yet, not updated, but so he didn't just get a 0. He definitely had some points. I think it was double digits in last night's game. But it should be that way again tomorrow, guys. Ian Desmond has the upside of hitting a home run, or he could just have a multi-hit game against this left-handed pitcher, Derek Holland, who's just not very good. Next up, we're going to stay in the same game. I'm going to move over to the San Francisco Giants. Here's where you're going to find a shitload of value again, guys. Joe Panic, batting in the leadoff spot, 3,900. I do think he got double digits last night as well. San Francisco put up 14 fucking runs against Colorado. So the Rockies had to blow through their bullpen. They used up a lot of their pitchers. They're going to be tired tomorrow. They're not going to have any pitchers. So I really like the Giants spot again tomorrow to put up a lot of runs against the Rockies once again. Joe Panic, $3,900. He's 3 for 12, plus 22% advantage. John Gray is a pretty decent pitcher. He does get strikeouts, but he pitches like shit at Coors Field. Every pitcher pitches like shit at Coors Field almost. Like there's a few in the past that have done decent, but not many. So I do like Joe Panic here at 3,900. So much upside that he has. He does have a crown. Draft Dashboard loves him, so definitely get him in your lineups, guys. Next up is Brandon Belt for the Giants as well. You're going to get him for 4,400, guys. Pretty sure he got a home run last night. He finished with 14 DraftKings points. Before that, he had a 15, 2 zeros, an 11, and a 14. Against John Gray, he is 5 for 16 with a 312 batting average, 2 singles, 1 double, and 2 home runs. I can say that Brandon Belt has a very high probability of getting another home run tomorrow. 1171 OPS versus Gray. He absolutely crushes this guy. He crushes righties in general. And the Giants, as bad as they've been all year, they're actually starting to heat up here lately. So that's why, I can't ignore their prices in Coors Field. They're going to put up like double-digit runs again tomorrow. It's going to be like 10-plus runs, especially once they tap into Colorado Rockies' bullpen and they start having to bring out some really shitty pitchers. I can see the Giants teeing off and getting like 10 to 14 runs tomorrow. So you definitely want to get a Giant stack going in. And that's going to bring up Brandon Crawford, another Giants player I like to highlight. He's only $3,500, guys. Are you fucking kidding? You're getting a player at Coors Field for $3,500. He's hot right now. He's got a 3, a 16, a 7, a 12, and a 0. He's 5 for 15 against Gray with a 333 batting average, 4 singles, and 1 double. Absolutely gonna fucking crush it tomorrow, guys. Like you can get high priced pitchers like Chris Sale, and you can pair them with these lower priced guys, and I can guarantee it's most likely going to be successful for you. It's going to work. The Giants are going to put up a lot of runs tomorrow, so definitely don't ignore it, guys. These prices are too low to to get a Giant stack going. I really like their stack tomorrow. Next up, to get off of the Colorado Rockies and Giants, because they will be high owned tomorrow. It'll be a little bit chalky, I'm sure. We'll highlight Ryan O'Hearn for this pick. Ryan O'Hearn is $3,600. Another fucking really great value play here, guys. He's got a plus 101% advantage over Peacock, who gives up an 841 OPS to lefty batters. Ryan O'Hearn crushes. He absolutely fucking mashes righty pitchers with a 943 OPS. So you're getting a hell of a fucking return here at 3,600 on this play. He's got a 2, a 9, a 16, a 5, and a 2 in his last 5 games. If I'm not mistaken, he actually got a home run last night against Colin McHugh. So he finished with like 14 or better DraftKings points. I'm not exactly sure what his score was. Not updated here, but he's hitting the ball really well right now, guys. He absolutely sucks against lefty pitchers. So if they end up bringing a lefty in after Brad Peacock gets taken out, don't expect him to get anything else. He only has a 324 OPS versus lefties. But like I said, he fucking mashes the righties, and Brad Peacock is a shitty pitcher to the lefty batters. So this is a really, really good spot for Ryan O'Hearn, $3,600. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the picks. I just gave you guys a shitload of value. I only highlighted one player, Brandon Belt, that's over $4,000. All the other bats that I highlighted are under $4,000 or less. So definitely work with this, guys. I really, really like the slate tomorrow. A lot of really good value. So definitely don't sleep on it. Let's make lots of fucking money tomorrow. Let's fucking crush it, guys, as we have been in the past few days. Let's keep this streak going. But that is going to do it for tonight's video. I will be back for another video tomorrow, and as always, make lots of money, and DFS Riddler is out.